selling accessories because they violate Andy's branding guidelines.
Finish in high places. Oh. Bands. The Vries. Where's now? Oh. Ho ho ho. I need more shock rod. Shock rod, shock rod. Yeah. That's crazy. Fighting on a space station sounds really crazy dangerous. Does it have mod? All of them have mod, right? Yeah.
No time to goggle the rift, Commander. We've got to get to Vries.
Alright. Hey, Smokey.
Look, another ship. Doesn't exactly scream official delegation transport to me.
This must be the satellite that sent an emergency ping across the system. What led me to you, Commander? But why is Vries hanging on to it?
This sort of satellite is new to me. Is it Earth tech? How did it get out here?
Scrapper. Alright, let's move on.
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. With tensions being patched in Golden Ridge, I am certain we can both profit from a merger. But surely the good Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders have some thoughts?
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors remind you that this is no merger, but an alliance. By ending the war, we may focus on the true threat to our society, the rifts.
Oh, sorry guys, I'm just playing with my cat. No, oh, it's not my cat, but yeah, my friend's cat. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, Smokey. Alright, let's move on. Oh,
Be still, Cadre. But don't let this interloper out of your sight. It's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late. I certainly don't wish it. Yet my health is of far less import than ensuring our mission success. I've already cleared the way for my...
Ignore the posturing. Give him a push and I'll bet you can get DeVries' plans out of it.
You do no such thing. My willpower is... And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths buy Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it. That matters not. He lost his grit and turned traitor. But I am steadfast in my resolve. You hear me? Steadfast. Yes, but it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself.
Huh? Oh.
But why would you leave me be? This situation is markedly different. Those at the monastery were not standing in your path. How can you say that without knowing me, and mean it? Your resolve is unmistakable, and it's quickly becoming all too clear I've no option left but to trust you. Fine then, I surrender. See this screen? Agent of Vries' orders for each of her strike teams are here for the taking. One team is in the next chamber, in fact. They're using the Seer's codes to gain control of the automechs and secure the station. All while Agent DeVries makes for the forum chamber to eliminate the delegates. You'll also need this. Her guards have commandeered some frightful reinforcements, and you'd do well to find the control hub to disable them before you're spotted. That's my end of the agreement upheld. If you truly intend to stop her, best be on your way now. May the numbers guide you.
No time to waste. Let's have a look at those plans.
Yeah.
What did he just say? Wait, why is there...
Cadre, Prepare the ship for departure.
Why is there so many shit? Wait. Why is there so many people out here?
For all of the Protectorate's ills, they sure know how to build things that last. Not a compliment, just an observation.
Oh, you're smart. You're so smart, Smokey. So cute. Oh. Sorry guys, I'm just playing with the cat. Oh my god. He wants so many attention. It's crazy. Alright.
We need to find us a fuse to get this old thing operational again.
The Protectorate's own leader is beyond his depth. He and his ilk won't anticipate an alliance.
He is not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like wrangling a galloping redworm.
I... familiar. But I presume that to mean it will be without exertion? If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, guide him, is as ineffective as you suggested. But his advisor, the Consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
Solely? Your previous sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
Yep, they've commandeered those mechs. Might want to choose this battle wisely.
Taking cover! Where's the elements? Taking cover!
Doubt, duplicity, cut weeds that grow.
Armed and ready.
Bad company.
Yeah.
Outsider, in need of guidance. Renewed perambulation. Resuming hostilities. Ready to take the heat off you, Commander.
statement in your last declaration. It was astonishingly logical, in fact.
How charming that I've surprised an esteemed man such as yourself. In turn, I wish to thank you for toning down your bloviating. I feared we'd still be here next fiscal quarter.
Yes, you must be quite busy between product launches and accounting bits. But I will be here as long as it takes to ensure the order isn't taken advantage of by duplicitous actors.
Security dis-
Liquidate 'em!
I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Our observations suggest that matters have been delicate.
Yes, but things have taken somewhat of a turn. After the Protectorate destroyed their own relay out of madness, we have seen little resistance to our residents.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold. Worrisome indeed.
This is Junior Exemplar Daniels. I am currently practicing logging as a mental calming routine as a measure to waylay my panic. Fact. Junior Exemplar Ivanov and I have been working to isolate a circuitry inefficiency of 0.03% in the upper reaches of Greater Tranquility Station. The two of us are predisposed to intense focus. We've worked in isolation for weeks before. The others have warned us time and time again to check in regularly for posterity. We should have listened. In our absence, the station was somehow staffed by hostile mechanicals. We managed to capture one and remove the module producing its hostility. Ivanov was supposed to test it on another unit, but I heard an explosion from where he went, and I am too frightened to go after him. I don't know what to do.
Really? That's crazy.
turn our attentions once more to Golden Ridge. I am grateful we could come to an accord after that unfortunate attack on Outpost Opportunity, but many questions remain.
Of course. Allow me to offer this bit of data, then. The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svoboda. My brave colleagues found her out and promptly executed her.
Ah, so the Order is capable of decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Even though the hostages yet live, this crime happened under your purview.
I would remind you that these innocents survived because of our quick and accurate analysis of the situation. I do not appreciate insinuations that we allow chaos to run rampant on our watch. Chances are high that any erratic variable is a result of your people's meddling in our affairs.
Ridiculous. Next you'll be claiming we're to blame for all of your past failures. Why, the mere prediction of our arrival years ago sent you into a tizzy. Isn't that right?
Prior to this meeting, enough goodwill exists between our parties to suggest a high chance of success should a treaty or... be agreed upon.
Treaty? As in a contract? Goodness, there's no need to rush into such formalities, Vicar. Especially when so much has yet to be discussed.
My records do not indicate that any authorized personnel remain aboard the station. But I am programmed to exchange wares for monetary compensation for whosoever seeks it. Searching my records. Ah, yes. The explanation given by Mechanist DeSoto was as follows. I need someone to have eyes on. Praise be to the...
Oh, I need this. But they're really expensive. This is crazy. I need this, right? When fighting, like... oh. Yeah.
No time to lollygag, Commander. Whatever's in that repository can wait.
Alright, I'm back. Uh, okay, come on. Crazy. You're crazy.
Something tells me we ain't alone here.
Commander.
That's terrifying. I just jump and then boom, and then alarm start. Nice.
And I'll take care of him, Commander.
They'll go no further, infidel. This next shot won't miss. Have you given up? What are you doing? you doing down there? Have you given up? I can hear you scampering around like a little sprat.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander.
Have you given up?
Just shoot from the thin air.
Someone call for a medic. Let's get you healed.
What are you doing down there? I can hear you scampering around like a little sprat.
Ready to wait. On your command.
There's the elevator. Getting close now.
Suppose we can entertain a tentative agreement. I hereby agree that both of our parties will lay down their arms. For now.
I am pleased to hear it. There is no need for senseless bloodshed when we may yet come to an accord.
I remind you that a contract signing may still be a ways off, but we might consider the hierarchy between our parties should we wish to proceed with a merger, an alliance.
No, we wouldn't want any unseemly quarrels over power. Especially when presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people.
Foresight is not even yours. A military's might does. Our very own officer Carr has proven that, exploiting weaknesses in the Protectorate to great effect. Do you have such guile?
So you think that your people should rule? I don't wish to denigrate your military's knowledge here, but Arcadian matters are best suited for Arcadians. We actively collect data to understand how to serve our people, after all. Look no further than the abbot, who welcomed refugees to Matriarch's mercy.
Yet he struggled to feed and house them properly. The poor man was clearly overwhelmed if he couldn't see his right hand was actively undermining him, even with his data.
Meanwhile, Auntie's choice has done little to alleviate the refugee crisis it helped create.
Indeed, my projections may be accurate. You are more interested in what you can steal.
Dear Vicar, you are not yourself. Perhaps Auntie and your bishop should continue these talks. We'd be happy hosts. We do enjoy dazzling guests with a tour of our stolen artifacts.
There is only a 14% chance that you are jesting. No. If anyone in Arcadia is fit to host such discussions, it is presiding Bishop Lazar. Anyone else would be an insult.
Law, there they are. Right out in the open. Best speed this up. We can't have gotten Law before DeVries goes through with the plan.
But here are all the people. They are all alive. She just killed a waiter.
Come on. Move, damn you.
Alright, here's the...
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander.
It's over, Augustine. Nowhere left to run. No more lies you can peddle or people you can burn. Your rewards come due.
Ibarra, I was unaware of your survival until recently. Believe it or not, I was happy you survived. But to see you still seeking solace in the Commander's shadow is disappointing. You could have done anything with your life. Shrugged off the bad memories. But now you're both here to meddle. Law knows why. Oh, and once you stop me, will you stop speaking for him too? I've no interest in continuing this little reunion. What happened in Horizon Point, well, I had no choice but to do as I did. And I'm prepared to do the same again. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late. Everything. The Order is on the verge of learning how to control the rifts. They just need the right data and a prototype modulator that's hidden away in a Protectorate lab on Praetor. But like the Protectorate before them, Auntie's Choice must never have access to that technology. No. The Order's seers approached me after I arrived in Arcadia, and proved to me that I needed to act, to stop the Protectorate's rift research from annihilating our galaxy. You were an unwelcome variable. Prior knowledge could have changed your actions, and the seers had predicted that you and your team would perish in the process regardless. I tried to put it out of mind when you and I first spoke. I had to focus. But all I could think of was the cost I was being asked to pay to ensure the mission's success. And I forced myself to complete it. I trusted that with Horizon Point's destruction, humanity might be saved, but it wasn't. It was only the start. I must finish what I started. As I said, your actions were part of the prediction and could not be changed. You needed to be there. And I had to proceed as I normally would. But what happened there, and the unanswered questions I still had, continued to plague me. I needed to find a way to stop the rifts. You recall what I said of the rift modulator, of the data? It's the only way to control the rifts, and only the Order can be trusted with this power. You know who these corporatists are, how they deal with their competitors. Imagine now how a war spurred by greed might be won, when fought with rifts instead of guns. You see? The Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace. If they don't complete the mission they started, everything I have done will have counted for nothing.
Enough! Just enough, Augustine. I can't listen to any more of these excuses. I've got all the answers I needed, Commander. She's gone over the threshold and ain't no bringing her back. Best we make this quick, before she can hurt anyone else.
You think you have it in you to pull the trigger, Ibarra?
Had 10 years to practice. Give the order, Commander. How many times do you need a snake to bite you to realize its nature? She's shown us who she is, Commander. She's showing us again right now. You're wrestling fire here. You know that, right?
It doesn't matter. Nothing you can say to me will change the issue at hand. If I'm to give the Order the means to close the rifts, the peace talks must end. 2 dead delegates? That's a fair price to pay. We've paid worse. Is that so? Please then, enlighten me on how you might save the Order from itself. Even if the circumstances for peace are right, surely their envoys' untimely deaths will put fear into them. If I can do anything to put doubt in either faction's mind, I'll do it. You were an Earth Directorate agent once, so you understand the need to be thorough. But even if what you say is true, there's no undoing the past. Not for me. I don't belong here. And the Earth Directorate's nothing more than a memory. This mission is all I have. So if you won't leave me to carry out my plans, Commander, then all that's left is your bullet. Savannah. I was never a good friend to her, even when she was all I had. Sometimes I thought her a fool for putting such faith in me. But if she still does, maybe. No, it doesn't matter. You should hate me for what I've done to you, to your crew. You can't possibly wish for me to live. Do you actually? I want nothing more than that, but I just didn't understand there was another path I could take. Not until this moment. I see now that my judgment has been compromised. So we will do this your way. No harm will come to the delegates, and I will stand down. But there's more you should know. I've recovered a cartridge from the Earth Directorate satellite I brought down. It's here, with me, and it contains the rift data gathered from every system they monitor. If you process this data, you can use it to improve the prototype rift modulator on Praetor. Once that's finished, the rifts can finally be closed. Everyone will be saved. That's kind. But there's a reason I only ever worked alone, Commander. I'm at my limit. I know you can save us. There's also a high priority message from the Chief of Ops on there. I was unable to decrypt it, but you certainly have the means to do so on your ship. It may be 3 years old, but hopefully the information it contains is still relevant. Here, it's yours. May the numbers guide you, Commander. Wait, what in the void is that?
Thing like this! We need to move! Now!
Where is she? Hey, Smokey, not now. Oh yeah, you can come now. I can pause. I can actually pause. Right? Alright, keep going. The ship is gone. What? And then they all die?
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines. The full parameters are as follows. The agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see fit. No exceptions. The extreme nature of stated emergencies supersedes any other considerations. I have also detected competing priorities in the new mission. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms De Vries' assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose. The prototype rift modulator is located within the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. Information on the center indicates reaching the lab may involve violence. A protectorate blockade has been erected between our designated landing pad and the center. The archive is the largest and most powerful computer in existence. It is built into the moon of Cloister, and was built by the control over the archive has changed several times since the invasion. Currently, the Protectorate has possession of it. Conclusion: the archive will not be easily accessible. Agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other political entities at their discretion, even under normal directives, which you are no longer. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive, and may be open to working with you to regain access. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the station and have sent messages expressing it seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters. The Order of the Ascendant are concerned with the elevation of humanity. While lacking experience in governance, they would be fair partners and open to. Auntie's Choice has the firepower to more easily succeed in battle and greater experience in management. They would likely be receptive to a free agent such as yourself. Whoever you assist will be better positioned to take control of the archive, and by extension, the entire colony. There is also one other, less likely option: persuading the two factions to work together. The delegates you helped save may be able to help facilitate this. Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander? Acknowledged. Due to the rift's expansion, both Cloister and Praetor show a high preponderance of miniature rifts. It is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant is headquartered on Cloister. You have also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can relay its contents now, should you wish. The message has also been sent to your private terminal. Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You've been pre-selected for membership in Auntie's Choice Esteemed and Valuable Disposable Agent Program. Report on board the ACS Undisputed Claim. For details on this, it appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its flagship, Commander. You may use the astrogator to navigate there at any time.
Commander, word? What happened back there? We had her cornered, bullets chambered, justice within reach, and you just let her go? What am I supposed to do with that? How am I supposed to trust you the next time a tough choice has to be made? Then why'd you do it? Mercy's a fine concept, but I'm not convinced everyone deserves it. Just hope we don't come to regret our state hand. I'm gonna need time to muddle through all this, so let's just end things there, for now. Need some alone time, for now.
Never thought you'd manage to save De Vries along with the delegates. They could be good allies when we look for help closing the rifts. Assuming De Vries sticks to her chain. Reckon my being present for the dramatic rescue will gain me some clout with Auntie's Choice. Just got 2 or 3 more incidents like this to win my way back in, I'd say. There's one thing I can't shake, though. That rift exploded at just the right time. Right wouldn't happen to be the universe trying to tell us something, would it? I reckon it's saying that all our political machinations will mean nothing in due time. Nature will always defeat us. But we can learn to work with it, like with the Rift Tech. By the way, what De Vries said about Auntie and the Rift Tech, don't take it to heart, huh? Auntie ain't an idiot. Much as she loves business, reckon she loves self-preservation even more. agree with you, but I reckon we don't have the time to seek out Still, think we ought to pay the undisputed claim a visit, see if we can court Auntie's aid. Your boss was clear. We'll need all the help we can get to close these rifts. Whether we gain that help from Auntie or not, I won't lose sight of that. Our galaxy's survival is of far more consequence than our look. Anyway, appreciate you hearing me out.
If there's anything worse than my former fellow protectorate subjects, it's corporate toadies.
Saving the delegates from De Vries took considerable effort, dear. Of course you could, but you didn't. They still might have a role to play if we're to close the rifts. Suppose you can ask. Another crack like that, and our department employed a variety of methods to obviate hindrances and threats to the Order's efforts. We were considered wardens of the grand plan, helping correct it when needed. All of us are part of the plan. We follow the path intended for us by the architect. We should, at least. Now and then, some push back again. Corrections can take time, even delay in the solving of the equation. That's where we came in, to get things back on track in the timeliest. May the plan favor us again.
Oh, this is crazy. Is this a... It's a sniper rifle. Oh my god. Yeah, I will... Oh, 64. Oh, it will reduce the damage. I'll think about it. But this is the sniper I'll be using all the time, right? And this is some kind of heavy weapon that has 200 magazine size. So it's cool. And this is another heavy weapon. But oh, the shooting speed is really quick. Crazy quick, and this one is also really quick. Just different type of ammo. I think about this. Skills. Yeah. Anyway.
anybody even let... Hello once more. I guarantee you some of... My contraptions don't explode no more. I'm honest.
Calling all former protectorates. Join our training group.
If you the tooth pain, you know who to visit.
Garment's here. Auntie's Joyce thanks you for... never mind that. If you're in need of sprucing up the old wardrobe, I can provide. Used to be part of Auntie's Choice. Nothing special. Had a lot of time to think with just the void for company. Turned out to be generic clothes, work gear, and such. More of a market for it. I got rap.
Oh.
My gear has the fewest holes out of any clothes-on station, or your money back.
Meals currently forfeit. Both salt and pepper. Oven preparing. What made this unit rehydrate all wet? Error. Road sales grandstanding.
Hello once more. I guarantee you some of...
Thought of Prudence as a neighbor back then.
Protect your loved ones, protect... Look, tell me what you need. Can't.
Oh, this is so expensive.
Get caught unaware, all you like. My armor will keep you safe.
Sorry, but I'm getting into character at the moment. Can't afford the slightest distraction.
Back. If you seek entry to my wares, you must engage me your sports card collection, though you shall not prevail. Sporting! That's an impressive number of cards, my friend, but not... No, your cards. You have multiple that I do not. Your collection has defeated me. Though this defeat leaves the taste of dirt and blood in my mouth, I am not dishonorable. I present to you my other collected wares. I have no doubt they shall impress.
Bro, Smokey. Smokey! What you doing, Smokey? What you doing? What you doing? Oh, mini rocket. It's that small? That's crazy.
Greetings again. You may have defeated me last time, but I shall rise from the ashes. Someday. In the meantime, you're welcome to browse my collection. In the wake of my defeat, I've taken a brief break. I've heard sprats are rarely born with mutations like extra toes and acid vision. Perhaps I'll start an exotic sprat farm. Then I could pit my sprats against opposing farm sprats. Battle sprats. Imagine the merchandising opportunities. Eat your heart out, Auntie Cleo. Behold.
Jackpot. Cha-ching. What is this? Oh. What?
Run along now. I've spent more than enough time entertaining wayward sprats.
How's that lone subject of yours working out? Ran screaming back to the protector? No, it's going a little too well.
Right. Oh.
Commander, a moment of your time, if you would.
Commander, I'm glad I managed to intercept you before we left. There's something of utmost importance I wish to discuss. Relax, Commander. You are not under my authority to judge. Though if you were, that phrase alone would have certainly seen you hauled off to mental... I received a message from a close friend of mine, Virgil. He was my co-protege under the Supreme Arbiter. His message claimed he had information relevant to the Supreme Arbiter's death. He wishes to meet with me at the Vox Relay on... You asked before, and I did not mention it. But with Virgil's message, I now must warn you. Our greatest suspect in the Supreme Arbiter's murder is the Protectorate's consul. Our mentor always disdained him thoroughly, and he our mentor. If anyone would have had reason to slay her, it would have been him. But we have needed evidence. Evidence that I believe Virgil now possesses. I would gladly give my life for his without hesitation, and he for mine. It has been some time since the two of us last crossed paths, but little shall have changed between us. Of this, I have no doubt. Ha! I sincerely expect not. Much like myself, Virgil has been trained differently from the average arbiter. Virgil often prefers to watch rather than act, and was often lenient with sentencing where I was not. This behavior was often criticized by the but there have been occasional rare instances where treating a subject with mercy ultimately resulted in better behavior. It is a novel, albeit strange, philosophy. Very good. I hope we shall see him at your earliest convenience. I feel this shall most certainly set out...
Let us make our way to Paradise Island at once.
Injuries detected. Please seek medical assistance. How may this unit assist you, Commander? Presenting the Valerie unit. The latest and greatest in a line of Earth Directorate support automechanicals. All you could want in a squad mate at half. The Valerie unit is the exclusive property of the Earth Directorate and is not intended for civilian or commercial use. Resale of this unit is strictly prohibited. Searching mission parameters. Error. Unable to find current mission parameters. Defaulting to last known objectives. Goal. Infiltrate Horizon Point Station and retrieve data pertaining. Arcadia Colony contact. Vries, Augustine. Expected operation time. Less than 24 hours. Do you have any other queries, Commander? Vitality augmentation, logistics evaluation, reconnaissance, and information extraction unit. Do you have any other queries, Commander?
I'm glad we made it off Greater Tranquility Station. Presumably the delegates did as well. I'm pleased we prevented their murder. But they remain my enemies. I only hope we do not pay for this decision in the future. But let us focus on the task at hand.
think I'll bring. Yeah, I'll bring her with me. Cause I need a sneak attack. A benefit. What am I doing? I thought you would be on my side. No.
Stop right there, Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on official business, I would prefer to keep this cordial. The Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly in the hopes that you will comply with his request and come with me peaceably.
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to Sentinels or the Consul.
Questions of intent. Now, what shall it be, Arbiter Rao? I sent the message that drew you here. Virgil shall not arrive to aid your decision-making.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious. And here I was thinking I was already present.
Virgil! Touting your flair for the dramatic, even now, I see. But I fear our reunion must wait until we've dealt with this pawn of the Consul.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must come with me as
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal.
I'm somewhat embarrassed to acknowledge that, in my haste to see Virgil, I seem to have led us into a trap. Though ironically, it appears Virgil has been caught as well.
This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that led me here. A lowly deception, even for one of the Consul's own.
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed, for I know he would not have arrived at my request.
Your explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel. Yet you at least had the sense not to assail us outright. Surrender, and perhaps you may yet live.
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and Arbiter Montag have done for the Protectorate. I've no wish to fight, Enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you. Both Arbiter Rao and Arbiter Montag were explicitly requested to return to Praetor by the Consul, alongside all other Arbiters some months ago. Refusal without...
And I'm sure that if we went, we would have been returned whole, neither interrogated nor mentally refreshed. As if your master's nefarious agenda would
I've no inkling of what you speak. My only master is the Protectorate. My only agenda, the return of peace throughout Arcadia.
Very well. But be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my not answering the consul's summons.
Come now, do you expect me to believe that? Not only are you not in shackles, but you're also still alive. I can't imagine Arbiter Rao would have allowed that willingly.
Yes, we were going to find their stash of contraband.
I see. It would appear I misjudged this situation after all. I must reinterpret my orders. Accosting you illegally and the subsequent punishment would be more...
So he's chosen not to attack, but the situation has not changed. We spare him. His master gains another tool to cover up the Supreme Arbiter's death.
What are you talking about? I do not seek to hide the Supreme Arbiter's death. I seek to find her killer. Such was next on my list of duties after I apprehended you.
No. My earlier reluctance to kill this sentinel does not denote trust. There's no guarantee he wouldn't attempt to arrest us at a late...
This is all clearly a tactic on the Consul's behalf. By sending out his agents, he seeks to deflect suspicion from himself. That is, if our compatriot hears...
What must you think of me, or my fellow sentinels, that you'd even suggest I'd lie to arbiters? I'm not the one positing scurrilous accusations about our beloved, but you needn't take me at my word. My next assignment was to investigate the Oculus collating post. A hidden room there may contain information pertinent to the investigation. I cannot speak to its purpose, only that it...
Or it is yet another falsity, intended to draw us close before...
It's a risk worth taking. I can endure whatever the Consul sends my way, and if there is a minuscule chance that this sentinel speaks true...
I'm pleased to be of service, in some manner or another. Protectorate subjects should aid one another. If you had not interrupted me, I would have committed a terrible injustice upon my brethren. If I am to be punished for my failing, I will take my leave of the lot of you, and in peace. It is my sincere hope that circumstances are as you claim, lest we be forced.
I shall follow him out, just to certify That's done with. He left peaceably, as he said, though I have my doubts for how long.
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before, Commander. Without you, circumstances would have certainly devolved into a battle to the death.
I'll spare you my doubts for the umpteenth time, Tristan.
I appreciate your caution, but it is quite unnecessary. My comrade and I will look into Oculus collating post. Yes, but never for long, and it's been many years. I also have no recollection of any hidden room. I regret we've not had more time to talk.
Worry not. I'm certain we'll have plenty of time to converse when you've finished your... I have several leads of my own to pursue, as a matter of fact. Until our I shall make certain no other puppets of the console yet seek us.
I've only visited Oculus collating post a handful of times, and that was long before its deprecation. But something... I recall this place. These stations have been automated since my day, though this one has certainly accrued dust. Odd that it would be in a state of lockdown. I have a general override that should allow us entry, but anything specific to local systems, including security systems, may be beyond me. But in places, these security measures should not be operational. And the station seems to be on reserve power. We'd best tread carefully.
This is really cool. You'll find a place and then just stay on. That's crazy. Oh, I should just override.
Well, no one is here, lying in ambush. Perhaps some stray systemic error activated the entryway defenses. We'd best first report to security ops, lift this lockdown. From there, we can set about reactivating the station's primary power, which will allow us to explore unhindered. Is that a footprint in the dust? This station shouldn't have received visitors in years. Be on guard. Someone else may be here.
Oh, he has a better observation than me.
My passcode shall not work on this terminal. Unlocking it may be a creative endeavor. Activating that terminal sealed the room. We can search for the password to proceed, or, I suspect, triggering the defenses will do the same. Your decision, Commander.
Taking students confirmed.
The lockdown. We may now reactivate the station individually. The reactor activation circuit shall likely be dysfunctional. It's a known issue with these old stations. Let me look. Corroded transistors, dust in the actuator. Did a sprat gnaw on this? Sweet sovereign. A mess. There. I think I have it. Let us hope my override does not trigger any security alerts. Good. This should avail us of a much simpler search. Let us return to the central room once more and see if anything seems out of place.
I shall not stay your execution. I am primed to punish. On the authority of the sovereign. Mediating lethally. Prosecuted
countermeasures.
Be wary for anything that may be a clue as to the hidden room's location. Say I have had to search for a hidden switch in a protectorate holding before. Keep watch. It could be rather small and well hidden. Ah, I think I've spotted it. Look there at the valve beside the sickly yellow pipe. There behind the room's main pillar.
Ah.
There. I'm certain of movement below. Gird yourself with determination, for it seems I was correct about another body being here.
Passcode is limber. Now, let's try amulet. No. Wingtip. Now, sovereign's gavel. I should remember this. Damn it. Ambergris can't be it. That's too short for a facility like this. Wait. Oh, no.
Of the strategies of feigning innocence I have seen, this is certainly the most pathetic. I accuse you for these crimes. Wait, I know you. Luther Okada? What in blazes are you doing?
Because I work for Sub Rosa? More than that, I don't think I can say, Cadet Rao. Mostly because I'm not supposed to, but also because I can't remember.
I knew this man when I was still a cadet. Okada is, or was, a petty troublemaker, though a crafty one. As cadets, Virgil and I apprehended him often. Sometimes Virgil let him go, but he usually went to mental...
Often enough to know the technicians by name.
This truly is no ploy. But mental refreshment is supposed to return wayward subjects to the proper path, not despite his faults. The Okada I knew was ultimately benign. But the fact remains that he now trespasses in a secure facility. Duty dictates that I must execute him. That's a wise path. One that shall give me time to
An arbiter used the word execute in the last few seconds, yet I remain alive? didn't think that was possible. He and the other one must have put me away close to 12 times each. I used to...
Ne'er-do-well is a polite term. He was a repeat malefactor. I believe last time we met, he'd vandalized a janitor.
I got 18 months of hard labor for that. Served me right.
That's interesting, but it must be false. Sub Rosa is a large organization. Whoever asked...
I didn't used to be like this. I can still sneak with the best of them. Not being able to remember doesn't make me any worse as an agent. It doesn't.
Any of my fellow arbiters would have killed you before this conversation began. But I can't decide whether to disdain or pity you.
I was sent here to do a specific job, but some of the details are hazy. Gives me conniptions. I was hired by an anonymous third party. They provided me with the station's location and credentials to bypass its defenses. May have tripped a few on my way here. Can't recall. I was told the station was abandoned, which it clearly isn't, and to break into this terminal and delete the information on it. That is all I know. I don't even know the name of this.
Ignorance does not excuse criminal action. Even if you did not know the severity of this infiltration, it remains a deadly serious infraction. I don't know that I can. He is a trespasser. His slipping mind matters not. My duty dictates it. Killing Okada may not affect the one who hired him, but his trespass is an indelible fact. He should not be here. That doesn't mean anything. An arbiter cannot trespass. And even if I could, I still act with the Protectorate's best interests in mind. Now, were the situation different, perhaps I could look the other way. But Okada has clearly defected, and is thus not afforded such a luxury. I am familiar with the concept, but in the Protectorate, intent matters little. Manslaughter still results in death. Sedition can happen unconsciously, just as it may consciously. There is a difference. A murderer's family is imprisoned, whereas they are not in the case of incidental death. But though this is hardly the place for a discussion about Protectorate law, I do at least see your point. It is fortunate you have gained my trust, or I would not bend to one who had not. Justice must serve a purpose. Be gone. You've been granted your final stay of execution. Should our paths ever...
I didn't think this would happen. Thank you, Cadet Rao. And you. Without you, I would have been reduced to my composite parts. Here, take these. I suppose you'll have more use for them than I, in my present state.
Allowing a Sub Rosa agent to leave with his life in the heart of a Protectorate station. We may have to speak on this further. But let us see what we came here for first. The hint pertaining to the passcode on that terminal. I believe I know the answer. It is contained in a phrase the Supreme Arbiter drilled into our head. Our work at the refugee camp did not slake your investigative hunger? I doubt you'll be able to surmise it exactly, but come even for myself, the Supreme Arbiter, and Virgil especially. If judgment is the Arbiter's gavel, what is the Arbiter's scalpel? Ah, you've got the spirit exactly. An Arbiter's gavel is judgment. From that terminal, it sounds as if the Supreme Arbiter had some sort of business, but to what end, I wonder? The tone of her response seemed relaxed, and that feckless agent. I don't understand his aim or who he would be working for. Only the Consul. But the Protectorate does not ally itself with Sub Rosa. I couldn't imagine the Consul pinning his duties on someone so clearly out of sorts as our recently departed well, at least we found what we needed on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I only hope whatever awaits us at As for Okada, my decision to allow him to go free was at odds with all I had been taught. He was a traitor and should have died. Yet, I cannot help but feel strangely justified. My role does not allow for mercy. I am supposed to uphold the Protectorate's laws. How can I claim thus if I allowed a traitor to go free? Objectively to whom? Damn it! Forget this. Forget it all. I can't allow any specter of doubt to creep into my decisions. Let us list this incident as a fluke and move on. Altogether, I think visiting this station was fruitful for my ultimate task. Hopefully, we'll grow ever closer to discovering the Supreme and, circumstances aside, I appreciate your accompanying me here, Commander. It means much.
What? I don't even know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing.
It would appear our next stop is Praetor, specifically Central Control. I look forward to traveling there, once you're sufficiently prepared. No. The Sentinel worked on the Consul's behalf. I do note that the agent was an odd wrinkle. But that still does not fly in the face of what I believe. Potentially. In the past, the locale was shared equally between us. However, considering the traitors crawling throughout the rest of Arcadia, I fear what duplicity the Consul may have wrought at Central. Excellent.
Short-range transmission just came in from Zed. Sounded urgent. He's requesting we meet him at the tomb of the Matriarch, here on Praetor. It's where the Matriarch and First Sovereign are buried, supposedly. Zed left out the mission parameters. Probably worried his message might be intercepted. Not unfounded, given the Protectorate presence on Praetor. He did say he'd reach out to us again if he needed help. Reckon we should take it as a compliment. Zed doesn't trust easy. Anyway, I'd really like to go. If there's time. Much obliged. The sooner we can rendezvous with the tomb, the better. Got the sense that whatever's going down, it's happening now.
Observe that formidable structure in the distance. I hope the device we are after remains what is.
Protectorate control of Praetor has largely been achieved through the maintenance of a blockade. A survey of Praetor indicates there may be an alternate route past the blockade via the Automech factory.
Okay, I think I will stop it here, and yeah.